welcome to episode 41 of the comic.
That was 42.
I think it's 42.
Were they not uploaded?
No, they were all uploaded. Did I double number one?
I don't know.
As we're live.
Well,
Great radio, ladies and gentlemen. What was the last one? 41 was Legion, right?
I guess so. Well, because we have...
We're in 30-something.
Episode 42 was Legion.
Why is it not uploading on mine?
I don't know. You unfollowed us? See, at least he follows the podcast.
I do too follow the podcast.
42, Legion. Alright, so...
Episode 43.
Episode 43.
That's so weird. Did they not upload to iTunes?
Yeah, they did.
Well, god damn it. Oh well.
That's the only way I get them is through iTunes.
I wonder why it didn't upload for mine. That's weird. I'll have to look into that. But yes.
Because you unfollowed us?
I did not unfollow the podcast.
We only have 11 followers now. This dick unfollowed us.
But who's counting?
These guys are boring and assholes.
Well, one of them is.
True story.
Well, this was a very eventful weekend for everyone who loves comic books.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Free Comic Book Day.
And Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Yes, both of them happened
which we'll
on the
talk
same
about
weekend.
in 4 months, 6 months, however long it takes for it to come out on DVD.
Well, just to give everyone an opportunity to see it. Because I know a lot of people like to wait when it comes out, because who can afford all these damn movie tickets? Especially this year alone, we have a lot of movies coming out.
Yeah.
We've got Wonder Woman's next in June.
And then the month after that is Spider-Man Homecoming.
Mm-hmm.
The month after that,
No, because Thor comes out in November.
Yeah.
So, like a few
November
months.
is Thor and
Justice League.
I thought Justice League was December.
No.
Oh,
Star
shit.
Wars is December. And ain't nothing gonna come out in December that's gonna beat Star Wars money-wise.
No.
Probably for the year.
That's a fair point. Star Wars was the highest selling movie in 2016.
Yeah.
And it came out in 2015.
15, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna be pretty strapped for cash this whole year.
Nah.
Yay!
Be alright.
A little bit. Well, not...
Well, and then you got Kingsman 2.
Yes, that comes out in September.
And then you got Dark Tower. Does that come out in 18?
I think that's 18. Kingsman, I forgot about that.
Yeah, we saw... They dropped the first teaser trailer, which looks so good.
That's the one they used when I went and seen Guardians at
Yes.
AMC.
Did they show it at AMC, the Kingsman
The trailer, yeah.
trailer?
Oh, we didn't get
you
that.
lucky bastard.
We
I'd have
did.
loved to have seen that on
We
big
barely
screen.
got anything. We got, was it Dunkirk?
Which I'm more than excited
You're
for.
thrilled for it because you're like a history weirdo.
Well, that's Christopher Nolan doing that
It's a
one.
fucking major, man.
So, I don't flip shit over every psychology movie that's out there.
No, all the trailers were exclusively
What?
superhero
What's that face?
trailers.
What are you talking about?
You're full of shit.
Name one.
The white people movie, not the Dear White People movie, but the other one where it's
Get Out?
Yeah.
That's so good.
Gaga.
Forrest Whitaker is not in that.
But that's
It's Jordan Peele.
Jordan
yeah.
Peele, and then Split.
Only because.
Oh, you no. You are wrong.
Do you know how rare DID is? Like an actual case of DID.
You were literally going, like happy hands, like rubbing your hands here. This
You were
is
with me.
amazing.
You were not with me when I saw that.
No. I know you were.
Actually, I was looking.
It's like the first time the
Actually,
whole
the
seat
people-
shook at Guardians of the Galaxy. You're like,
I was like,
and then 2 hours later, we're like, our asses really hurt.
Mine was fine, but mine usually takes a beating.
Oh my god.
Zing!
Too much, man.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Too much.
Fuck both of you.
So, Free Comic Book Day.
Yes.
2 of us went to 2 different places because Cody was out of town doing birthday stuff or
Yep,
something.
it was my girlfriend's stepdad's birthday, and her cousin's birthday, and her stepmom's birthday, all in a 3-day span.
Most normal people get out of that shit by saying it's my girlfriend's. I'm just saying.
Next
Better
time,
boyfriend than I am.
just say that you have bloody diarrhea. No one will ask questions.
Yeah, and then, you post pictures on Facebook from...
It was,
Free Comic
also,
Day!
it was also Cinco de Mayo. I
And?
mean,
You're white.
tacos.
Yeah, did you take a picture of a taco bowl at the top of Trump Tower and say, I love Mexicans?
No, I went to Little Mexico in Kansas City, though. And
Did
ate
you?
authentic,
Where did you eat? Which one?
Something El Tapatio or something or another. It was on a corner. The lady that seated us was like a 79-year-old Mexican woman named Tula.
Tula.
was really,
If there's one thing
really
that's
good.
amazing in Kansas City, it's Mexican food.
There's actually a DC
Only if you
character
go to
named Tula.
Southwest Boulevard.
Well, yeah, Southwest Boulevard.
And dear God in heaven, there were so many cars.
Oh yeah, dude.
It was
white people freak out over Cinco de Mayo and St. Patrick's Day.
It's really funny because we're
very
like
few actual white people
it's like
there.
May 4th, build the wall. May 5th, Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, exactly. So Free Comic Book Day, Kaylin and I...
you got up early.
We did get up early. Kaylin stayed the night at the house, and then we got up early and took off and got in line at Rock Bottom, I think at like 8:40.
Around 8:30.
And we were second and third in line, respectively.
There was
Who was
one
one?
more.
Some guy.
There was some guy we've never met before. He
What
was
time did you get
hanging out.
5 p.m. yesterday.
Yeah.
They said he got there at 8, so he beat us by like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, even then, that's still not bad.
No, but still, that's kind of crazy.
And we're glad we did, because around 9 o'clock is when a line really started forming.
Yep.
And it was around the other building. Like, there's Rock Bottom and another building, and it was wrapping around the other building.
It made me feel good, though, because as soon as James got there, he comes up and puts his hands on my shoulders. He goes, "What time did you guys get here?"
Yeah, he
and
was
I'm like,
expecting.
"Oh, he loves us and singled us out from everyone else in the crowd, so y'all can go fuck yourselves." No, I'm just kidding.
He likes us. It's like, we're the favorites.
Yeah. But, fortunately, he did
First
have
guy
my...
in there, who the fuck are you?
He did.
He did
had
have my
your-
Iron Fist pop, but he didn't have yours. But
Well, because he's like, I
they ordered
foolishly
like
believed
14 of them.
that I would get all of them for Free Comic Book Day, but he's like, I'll have one ready for you for
You
like
need to
wave
call up
2.
there and tell him that...
I do need to let him know. But
But-
maybe he probably hasn't even gotten it yet.
Probably not. So, the deal with Free Comic Book Day is you get to pick 5. So, we decided that after we picked our 5, we bounced out, and then we went to another comic book shop that you heard us mention on here before about the lady that jumped.
No, we didn't say it by name.
We didn't say by name, but it was the place where the lady was like, "Yeah, we don't, whatever with violence and
Yeah, we don't
all
like to
this
have books
stuff."
on our shelves that are just inherently violent. And I'm like, well, why do you have the cross on your shelf? And
Mic
yeah.
drop. But so we went there, saw Cody Garnett,
yes, we did. We saw our good friend.
and picked out 5 more, and that place was a clusterfuck.
It was packed.
It was packed.
But the real problem is that, well, what they did something differently, because at Rock Bottom, they allowed 5 people in at once.
Yeah.
And then you can like do your thing in the store. And then when we left, then they let in more people.
But it was like a nightclub. One
A
in, one
little
out.
bit. But with Distant Planet,
Smart
it's
thing
like
to do, though.
they
Yeah,
kept
absolutely.
people coming. Like,
Well-
and you had to snake around.
So you
the
walked
store.
by all the product.
And I ended up. It worked because I spent like $50. So.
Yeah, you spent.
What'd you
money.
buy?
Well, I had to
Bags
get
and
new.
boards
I had to get
and stuff.
more bags and boards, and then I got Volume 1 of Wonder Woman Rebirth, and then I got my Iron
And I
Fist pop
bought
vinyl.
Volume 1 of Green Lantern Rebirth.
You did.
And a
Oh,
Green
so
Lantern.
you did get one of the cool Iron Fist pops?
Yeah, they had 3 just sitting on the shelf, which I was really surprised by, given the number of people there. But I'm sure a lot of them had no idea what. Excuse me, that
Well,
it was like.
The place is more of a Doctor Who, Star Trek feel
A little bit.
to it. It's more science fiction, not so much superhero.
I mean,
in my
even though
opinion.
everything in there is.
The first free comic to
Superhero.
sell out was Doctor Who.
Not necessarily the first one.
It was there.
Yeah, no, like when we got there, it was sold out.
Right.
But
they
there
were
were
marking
other-
on it.
As we were walking up,
As
but
we were
there
walking
were,
in, that was the first one I watched them mark, sold out, and then they
But
marked
the-
2 others.
But then there were other ones that were marked out as well.
After that, though.
I'm surprised you
Before
didn't pick
that.
up a Doctor
No,
Who
it was
one,
after
Taylor.
the Doctor Who one.
Yeah, I don't know. Doctor Who TV show, love it. Doctor Who comics,
Eh.
eh.
Like the motion of the ocean.
Yeah. Doctor
Instead of
Who.
reading it.
Doctor
still-
Who visually is like yes, but trying to like see it panel by panel, some of the majesty
It's not
just
the
kind of
same.
goes away. Yeah.
Fair enough.
But pretty good haul. My favorite, I think we pulled pretty much the same stuff except for whatever that thing is right there, Spill Night or whatever.
I don't know. Like I had to pick 5, and there weren't really 5 that I was.
I
Really
know my
interested
daughter.
in, so I
My
just-
daughter loved Descendants,
guessed.
and she loved the Monster High comics, and she's like, "Daddy, if they have them, you need to get them." I'm like, "All right, baby." So now I gotta start looking for that stuff. But until she tells me that she doesn't like comic books anymore, but I'll encourage it.
No,
But
but Spill
I
Night,
hate Image.
I hate Images.
is amazing.
But I don't think that's a series though. I think that's just a special thing they did.
Yeah, it's just for
Free
free comp. But we've talked about Scotty Young's and fuck Fairyland. I hate Fairyland. Whatever you want to call it is incredible.
I need to start buying that and trade as well.
I think I'm just gonna start buying issues because it just makes me smile.
Isn't Scotty Young the guy who did the?
He's the one trapped in the basements. In the basement of Marvel.
Oh, actually, follow him on Tumblr, and there was a picture of him out at a bar, so they let him out.
Did he have an ankle device? Tracking ankle device that
I didn't see his ankles.
Shield labeled helicopters will swoop in and extract him.
Well, he's the one who did the baby AVX guy.
He does.
He does all the baby stuff.
Everything baby variants is Scotty Young, and he cranks them out.
That's what he's good at, man. Because Fairyland is amazing.
But that's like the only art he can really do. And he's made a mint off of it, so hey, if it works, it works.
You know who one of the scariest individuals in person is? Jim Steranko.
I don't know who that is.
He did a variant of Captain America, Steve Rogers #1,
and
I have it. And it's not that he's a bad artist. He kind of looks like George Hamilton, like always tan, pearly white teeth.
And see, that's the way Greg Capullo comes across.
And it's
with
concerning.
the big Fu Manchu.
Yeah.
Shit, bald head Fu Manchu, and just like it looks like a biker dude from Sons of Anarchy and shit.
Yeah. I forgot to mention who else was there. By the way, when I was at Comic Con, Greg Smollet.
I don't know.
He did some of the Moon Knight.
Oh no shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like art or writing?
Art familiar.
Oh, okay.
That would have been amazing.
To see a guy who did Moon Knight. If only.
I think he did the Moon Knight runs that you're reading.
The Lemire stuff.
Yeah,
because I just got done reading Lunatic, the trade paper, the first one from Lemire. And oh my god.
How is that?
It's so fucking incredible, dude.
Is it like dialogue heavy?
No, not really.
That's the one you had me read?
Yeah, where he's trying to break out of the insane asylum. Yeah. And so I gave you the wrong one. No. I gave you the one. I'm like, here, read this one. And then I realized, I gave Cody the wrong one. Never mind. But it's the Lemire run, so you don't really need a backstory. You just kind of need to know who Mark Spector is. But it's the entire time, like, this group of people that are trying to tell him that he's crazy. And he's like, I'm not crazy. I work for Khonshu and all this stuff. And then it just goes through him trying to break out. And you see his point of view, but then there's people that are with him that he's trying to extract with him. And they're like...
They don't see what he sees.
Yeah, and so he sees Anubis sitting there going, I need a life, basically, to cross into New York. And one of the guys volunteers, and this lady's like, what are you talking about? The what did she say? The train conductor needs a coin. But he's actually talking to Anubis to escape. You have to read it, man. It's fucking incredible.
I remember reading
You would like it. It's entirely all psychologically based.
I remember reading...
it's DID, man.
Reading, what was the one you gave me? I don't think it was Jeff Lemire's run.
That was probably Cullen Bunn or Warren Ellis.
Yes, it was Warren Ellis's run.
Yeah,
that you had me read.
Still good, but all of Lemire's go together. Like it's one consistent storyline. Whereas like Warren Ellis is like one story, whereas Lemire, it's a continuous story through all 5 issues.
Like he has a different story arc every 5 issues, whereas Jeff Lemire has like one story
continuous
arc
story, yeah.
through like all 12 issues.
Like reading Warren Ellis's Moon Knight is like watching a sitcom where you can pick up anywhere. Whereas Jeff Lemire, if you were to pick up at 3, you would have no idea what the fuck is going on. So you got to read from 1 on.
Yeah.
And so that's why I haven't read anything that I've pulled individually.
That's kind of how Kieran Gillen goes. Like, he has, like, one continuous... Like, especially in The Wicked and the Divine, he has, like, one continuous thing. So if you pick up Volume 3, you're like, who the fuck are these guys? What's going on? What are they talking about?
Which I like. I like the long story form instead of, like, the individual episode, like the Flintstones. I love the Flintstones, don't get me wrong. I love the Flintstones.
But each issue is episodic.
But it also is more of a statement on social stuff that we're dealing with now.
Yeah. It's not really
is lacking in comic books.
It is. It's greatly lacking. And with the Flintstones, it's like each issue they pick something, like I guess from a bowl. They just have like a bowl and they just like, what topic are you talking about today?
Law and Order, like that ripped from the headlines feel.
Kind of.
Because that's how Law and Order, that's how they get a lot of stories. It's ripped straight from the headlines.
Yeah.
Have you read the Flintstones trade yet?
I haven't, but the way you've described it, that's what I think.
All right. Well, next week, because this week we're at Kaylin's place. The wife is home, so I was like, I'm going to go where it's quiet. Yay!
So you won't hear, Phantom of the Opera?
Or dog nails on the